How does distance explain absolute value inequalities? Imagine you are trying to find out how far a number is from 0 on the number line. That idea of distance is what helps us understand absolute value inequalities. Absolute value shows us the size of a number without caring if it is positive or negative. It is always 0 or more because distance cannot be negative. When we work with inequalities that involve absolute value, we are really asking about how close or for certain numbers are from a specific point. Think about the absolute value of a number like the distance between that number and 0. For example, the absolute value of 5 is 5 because 5 steps away from 0. The absolute value of -5 is also 5 because it is 5 steps away in the opposite direction. This means the absolute value of a number tells us how far it is from 0, regardless of whether it is on the positive or negative side. Now, when we see an inequality like absolute value of x is less than or equal to a number, such as absolute value of x less than or equal to 4, it means the distance from x to 0 is at most 4. On the number line, this includes all numbers from -4 to +4. So, the inequality tells us that can be anywhere between -4 and 4, including the endpoints if it is less than or equal to 4. On the other hand, if the inequality says the absolute value of x is greater than 4, it means is more than for units away from 0. So, x could be less than -4 or greater than 4. These two parts of the number line are outside the interval from -4 to 4. It is important to remember that an absolute value inequality like absolute value of x less than -2 has no solution because distance cannot be less than a negative number. No matter what, the distance from 0 cannot be negative, so such inequalities are impossible to satisfy. Let's look at a simple example. If you want all numbers within 3 units of 5, you write the inequality as absolute value of x minus 5 less than or equal to 3. This means the distance from x to 5 is at most 3. On the number line, this covers all numbers from 2 to 8. So, the inequality helps us see exactly which numbers are close enough to 5. Understanding absolute value inequalities as questions about distance makes solving them easier. Instead of just manipulating symbols, you can picture the number line and see which numbers fit the conditions. This approach turns an abstract algebra problem into a clear visual idea. It helps you see that these inequalities are really about how far numbers are from a specific point, making the whole process more straightforward and less confusing.